All right, shalom, shalom. I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash. We give double honor to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders of great millstone, and to you hope of elect on the four corners of the planet Earth, that's fighting, pushing, striving for the hope of salvation. When the time of the end, 2020, the year of prophecy, is showing itself to be that. We're gonna jump right into it. This right here is more proof America is Babylon. Okay. More proof that America is Babylon. We're going to jump right into it because once we can tie this place, we know why this place is catching the hell that it's catching. So we're going to jump right into it. It says history of astrology in America. Okay. History of astrology in America. Astrology came to America during the colonial era with the entire body of occult teachings available in Europe in the 7th century. The first American astrologers, the Rosicrucians, under the leadership of John Haynes Kilpus, 1967 or 1673 to 1708, established an astrological library and conservatory on Wickney Creek in what is now the Germantown section of the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Among other activities, they helped upgrade the almanac already being published by Daniel Lees, and in 1698, one of their better astrologers, Johann Seeling, was commissioned to cast the horoscope for the Swedish Lutheran Church in Westerco. So it was in a church. It was established in the founding colonial pilgrim days. So this has been in their birth, man. The birth of America has its league in astrology, man, which the scriptures say, which we'll get in 1 minute. It says Pennsylvania, in order to determine the best date to commence the new building after the demise of the chapter of perfection. As Kilpus group was known, surviving members became the first hexmasters and well-known folk magicians of eastern Pennsylvania. Okay, so that shows you why this place is getting dealt with. This is Babylon the Great, because now prophecy is being revealed, because it says that the son of perdition must be revealed. So we're at that time where he's being revealed. And how's he been revealed the most is by the apostles and elders, man, and the brothers that's been pushing this truth faithfully and staying on point, not compromising for some shekels. The man is falling down. You wouldn't take monopoly money because what? Why people don't spend monopoly money? Why can't you go to a gas station and put a solid hundo and monopoly money down and you get what you need? Because there's nothing backing it. There's no fear to it. Okay? There's nothing tangible backing that. Just like right now, fiat means it is what it is. I'm paraphrasing, but they say it's money, it's money. You're going on a trust to that. Okay? But that's what we're telling you, that this place, its power structure is falling down, man. That's why when Esau gets in that slavery seat, you ain't gonna worry about if Esau's like, I got these FRNs. That's monopoly money, because there ain't no power behind it, man. So let's jump in, and I seen this article, but this video will hit the point, man, because presidents, okay, are astrologers. You've had sitting presidents in the USA that were wholly given to astrology, just like the men in the ancient Babylonians, just like Nebuchadnezzar, just like Nebuchadnezzar, just like these ancient Babylonians. They were into those soothsayers, witches, warlocks. All those things were practiced because they were on the left-hand side, just like you have today in Babylon. That's why you have the Washington Monument. You have all these different monuments dedicated to witchcraft, man. It's not dedicated to the Lord. When did the Lord build an obelisk? When's the obelisk in the scripture? Give one precept. You can't find it because it's not there, man. Okay. See, now this video wants to now it wants to slow up on me, man. Let me see if I can get it. Bear with me 1 second, Akio. Alright, here we go. They gotta play their commercial, so let me pause it so they don't flag me. So where we at now, Esau's being found out to be the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Because I thought it is in God we trust. Are we sure about that? Is it sure we God and we trust? Because a tree, you're going to tell a tree by its fruit. Okay? Let's go over here. So
American presidents.
I'm just going to play the video.
Ronald Reagan and his wife Nancy were known.
Okay, let's go right here. So all I'm going to do is play it. Hopefully they don't, I'm not going to zoom in, but you brothers can hear it. But just pay attention closely.
For years, Ronald Reagan and his wife Nancy were known as devotees of the astrological arts. In 1967, for instance, Reagan was sworn in as governor of California at 12:10 a.m., allegedly because it was an astrologically fortuitous time. After President Reagan was shot on March 30th, 1981, though, astrology reportedly turned into an obsession for Nancy, as astrologer Joan Quigley had allegedly warned Nancy that something bad would happen that day. Nancy began to rely more and more heavily on Quigley. Nancy admitted in her memoir that the astrologer was consulted to help determine the president's schedule, while Quigley herself claims that, through Nancy, I really had a direct line to the president.
I timed all the press conferences. I timed most of the speeches. I timed when he would take Air Force One, when he would...
This astrologer dictated the schedule of this president. Understand that. When I see this video, I didn't know this. This was information that I wasn't privy to, you know, but hey, knowledge shall run to and fro. You know, that's the beauty of learning. You never stop learning, man. If you really learn, you never stop learning. Okay? She dictated when he took the Air Force One. So he was, in this administration, he was wholly given over to witchcraft. Not this part of it, wholly given over to it.
Would take off and when he would
Let's
land.
Let's go back. Hear it from herself.
When he would land. When he goes to the speeches.
Direct line to the president. While Quigley herself claims that, through Nancy, I really had a direct line to the president.
I timed all the press conferences. I timed most of the speeches. I timed when he would take Air Force One, when he would take off and when he would land.
Another astrologer, Joyce Jolson, even claimed she helped pick George Bush as Reagan's running mate. And here we thought that was actually voodoo all along.
What I'm saying is that this type of what I call a voodoo economic policy, it just isn't going to work.
President Dwight Eisenhower.
The voodoo. So magic, man. All right, magic. That's what you see in the roots of, and it stemmed all the way up. They didn't just pick that out of nowhere and they were just being off the wall. No, they were actually fervent believers and they put it out in the open. A lot of the ones they just put it in the back burner. They won't tell you. All right. It says European background through the 18th and 19th century, America attracted attracted to astrology, derived their interest from a flow of material from Europe, even though several alchemists which passed along astrological data in forming and doctrine were public in America. After reaching a low point in the 18th century, a distant new era for astrology began in England. In the early 19th century, that's why you know that England is the mother of this place, man. All right. And it says, after reaching a low point, or in the early 9th century, a new era can be marked by the 1860 publication of the James Wilson A Complete Dictionary of Astrology, which for the first time gave its readers the basic kind of astrological information they needed to construct astrological charts and interpret them. See? So let's jump down to the beginning in America, new beginnings in America. Throughout the colonial era, America had never been without astrology. So the whole time, this place has been given to astrology, man. So when the scriptures tell you this place is Babylon the Great, it's spot on, man. The Bible the validity of the Bible is true, man. Throughout the colonial era, America had never been without astrology. As with Europe, astrology had been published to the hitherland and for many years survived only in the annual Farmer's Almanac. It experienced an initial revival in 1840 when Thomas Haynes began the Haynes United States Horoscope and Scientific and Literal Messengers, which lasted for 8 years, followed by Mark Broughton monthly horoscopes. Whether it was not until the 1880s with the emergence of Luke Dennis Brott, Mark's younger brother, that astrology experienced a foretaste of its present success. So this thing has been instilled in Babylon from its roots. Okay, this is not something we're making up. It's in God and trust, but they always leaned on the left-hand side. Okay, they always leaned on knowing that carnality. They want to know, man. Sometimes things aren't meant to be known, man. That's why the Lord keeps things in His power, man. That's why even Yahushua said it. He said, the end we don't know. The Father has put that in His power. But to Esau, he's going to try to know the day, the time, the moment, the exact happening, the weather. Is there going to be a tea in the corner store? They want to know everything, man. Because it's a carnal. When you don't trust and you don't have faith, you want to know everything. Because you don't trust, man. That's what we have to instill and strengthen our trust. It's not for us to know. We just know Esau's going down, man, and that's it. That's all we need to know. And it's happening fast, man. This is Isaiah 47, and we're going to go to verse 12. This is Isaiah 47 and verse 12. And this hits the point, man. And it says, Isaiah 47 and 12, stand now with thine enchantment. So the Lord's saying, stand with them. Stand with your enchantment. Stand with all the things that you started with. Because the Lord said, look, you ain't going to be able to do nothing. Because He set them up. All the news and all the times those astrologers were right, that was the Lord making them right. Just like you see the situation with Balak and Balaam. The Lord opened up the man's eyes. He opened up his eyes and showed him what needed to be seen. He didn't have power over that. The Lord showed him just to see what kind of glory Israel was going to have, man. It says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. See? From the youth. What does the word youth mean? All right, let's go to the word youth. Not a war. Let's play it right here.
Strong's H 5271. Neurim.
And it says what?
Second entry.
Early life.
Neurof.
It means early life. We go down to the lexicon. Youth, adolescence. The wife of that youth whom thou marriedest. So the youth, just like you see here, it says what? Throughout the colonial area, America had never been without astrology. So the early beginnings of what you call America today was wholly given to astrology, man. That's what it's telling you. That's how we know that this place is what is another sign that this is Babylon the Great, man. Because what was in Babylon? Astrologers. How do we know that? Let's go. Let's get it. This is the book of Daniel 5 and 15. This is Daniel 5 and verse. Let's start at 14. It says, let's start at 13. Then was Daniel brought in before the king, and the king spake unto Daniel, art thou that Daniel, which are the children of the captivity of Judah? Because they knew the separation. The Babylonians knew that we weren't their people. They knew that we weren't meant to be together. They enslaved us. Okay, so I don't know what these people are talking about. We all one. No, we're slaves. We're captors here in your land. That's all we are, man. We have not been let go free and come back to America trying to live life. No, we're still captives. It says, spake and said unto Daniel, art thou that Daniel, which art of the children of the captivity of Judah, whom king my father brought out of Jewry? I I have even heard of thee. So just like these kings have heard of this truth. You don't think they've heard of the apostles and elders, man? They know the apostles and elders. They know that the Lord is dealing with them. They see them on the highways and byways. They know that they ain't bought out, man. Just like this king heard, just like they heard, he knew of Daniel, but didn't have Daniel in his presence this whole time, but he heard of him. Daniel wasn't important until the king needed something from Daniel. That's when Daniel became his what does it say? His not fame, but his reputation preceded him, man. Okay? It says, art thou that Daniel, I have even heard of thee, that the spirit of the gods is in thee. See? So what are you saying, the spirit of the gods? Because they worship multiple gods. They didn't know it was the one true power, man. Because the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua was resting on Daniel, man. And it says, I have even heard of thee, that the spirit of the most high, the powers, is in thee, and that the light and understanding and excellent wisdom is found in thee. So that's what glorifies us. Just like right now, we can cut up a lot of people, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because what is the Lord that's placed His spirit upon us. And now the wise men and astrologers. Let's look up what the word astrologers mean. Is Ashapah. 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 Ashapah or Ashapah. Ashapah, Salakia. Ashapah. Conjurer, enchanter, necromancer. See that? Let's look up the root word. Necromancer, astrologer, enchanter. See? So just like when the Babylon had those stargazers, astrologers, same thing as Esau today, man. None knew under the sun. And now the wise men and astrologers have been brought in before me. That they should read this writing and make known unto me the interpretation thereof, but they could not show the interpretation of the thing. So just like we telling you today, man, you don't need no stargazers. We got you, E. Your kingdom has been weighed and has been found wanting. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahshua is getting ready to take and do damage on this place, man. All right? So with that, I'm going to give all praise and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashem Yahweh. Till next time, Shalom, Akim. Lord willing, this is edifying, and keep faith and fight, man. Finish line is right there. Shalom.